Hey everyone, welcome back to another Pencil Talk where we talk about the most amazing classroom resources that you just have to have in your classroom to help your students learn, grow, and thrive. And tonight I'm going to show you all about my Close Reading Quickies. Now that sounds kind of weird, but you'll know why I named them that here in just a second. So I have a whole bunch of close reading passages in my store, ranging from all the seasons to back to school to holidays. I even have one all about animals. And all of them are designed in the same way. It doesn't matter which one you choose. So that's what I'm going to show you tonight is what these are, how to use them, and why they are so amazing. So I printed off a quick one really right now. This one is called The History of the Jack-o'-lantern. But you can see that's clearly a pretty lengthy passage. And then down at the bottom, I have broken up the close reading process into 5 days. I don't know about you, but the close reading process is very intense and very time consuming. So I still want my students to practice this process, but I wanted to make sure I had plenty of time to teach the other things that I need to teach during my reading block. So I have taken the close reading process and broken it up and put it into 5 different days. So down here at the bottom, you'll see on day 1, the students are being asked to do their first read without stopping and then answer question number 1. So on the back of the page will be questions about the passage. So you can see here it says day 1. Why did the author write the article? It's a very broad question, perfect for a first read, where students will not have to go back to the text. They should know this question without having to go back. Then on day 2, they do their second read and they annotate the text using close reading symbols. I do provide close reading symbols in every close reading passage that you would grab, and I also put them in bookmark form, but you do not have to use mine. If you have some that you already use, then you can easily just adapt them to these passages as well. So that's all they do for day 2. They read the passage again and they annotate. That's it. No need to flip the paper over and do any questions on the back. Then on day 3, they do their third read and they fill in the graphic organizer using information from the text. So now we're going back to the text using evidence, and all the graphic organizers are different. So here we're looking at picking words from the text, using clues, and figuring out the definition, so context clues. So there's the graphic organizer there. And then day 4 says answer questions 2 through 4 in complete sentences using text evidence. So now they don't have to read the text anymore. They've already done their 3 reads. So now we're just kind of focusing on going back to the text, using that evidence, making sure we understand. So day 4, here we have 3 questions with enough space to really be able to give that text evidence. And then, keep flipping back and forth, on day 5, it says answer your response to text question. Make sure, again, to use evidence from the text in your answer. So the response to text is more of a longer type answer, where they're going to use text evidence, but they may be asked to write in a certain kind of genre or use information that they learned in a specific way. So down here, this one says, you love to carve pumpkins for fall and you want to do one in the classroom. Write a persuasive letter to your teacher asking them to allow students to carve pumpkins. You use details from the text to support your answer. So, and you can provide another piece of paper if you need to, if they really want to go all out and write that. But these passages are truly amazing. And it's just the way that it's all kind of broken up. I did these as like the very beginning warm-ups in my reading class. The students would get them at the beginning of the week on Monday. And then when it was time for reading, they all got out their passage. That was the first thing we did. We took about 5 minutes to do the step, and then we quickly went over it, and then they put it away for next day. Like, it was just a great way to kind of warm everyone up, get their brains going, and really be able to practice that close reading process. Then we could apply the close reading process later in other texts when needed, because it's not always needed. So I absolutely love these. Like I said, I have them for every season: fall, winter, spring, summer. I've got back to school ones, Halloween. animals, and I'm always looking to add more. So make sure to check these out. I'm going to put links to all of them in the show more in the video description below. So click those see more, show more button, and you'll see that link right there. And then you can go and check these out. So if you use these, let me know. I would love to hear what you think. And yeah, so I hope you love them. Thank you so much for joining another Pencil Talk, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.